free throw coming his way.
Just strength from the big man Şengün, pushing through the contact.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And you watch Alperen Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. He throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score. Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Thompson. Driving in. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
What a burst Thompson has. I mean, on his drives, he goes from 0 to 60 in a heartbeat.
Now White. Now here's Tatum. Covered by Smith. A nice shot by Tatum. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Well, Richard, some stars are the system, but Jason Tatum is often admired as a selfless system player.
Yeah, Jason enjoys being a piece of the greater puzzle. He doesn't have to have everything run through him, and I know that makes his teammates happy. What an athletic play by Durant. This man, what can't he do?
Hauser passes to White. And here's Brown for three. Smith with the rebound. The Rockets lead by 3. Outside Durant. Pass to Smith. Durant looking around. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
KD has such a tight handle, especially at his size. The man's a future Hall of Famer.
Brown. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Here's Durant, and another basket for Houston.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Hauser can't get it to go. For Houston, they've gone a fantastic 8 of 11 so far. That one drops for him. Durant's got 12 points.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Celtics trail by 7. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for Kevin Durant. Shepherd, he's checked in for Eason. And the Celtics also making a change. Garza's checked in for Queta. Here's Tatum. Drops in the layup for 2. 9 points in the game.
This is how confident Tatum is. Knows he can score inside whenever he wants.
Outside Durant. Pass to Shepherd. Şengün, a screen on White. And here's Shepherd for 3. Garza grabs the board. Celtics trail by 5. Outside White. From the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. White's got his second basket of the game.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
No coverage that time.
And Shepherd may be a rookie, but that was a grown man's answer right there to that last three.
Here's White. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And it's Shepherd missing.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
Tatum drives in. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
So agile on the drive. When Tatum puts it on the deck, man, he is a major problem.
Drives to the hoop. And the shot goes in. Durant's got 14 points.
That close in against a way shorter defender, you could just put up 2.
And it's Tatum missing. Houston leading by 3. Durant inside. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Here's Brown. And out of bounds. Houston will have it.
Part of passing the rock, it's calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
Here's Shepherd, defended by Pritchard. No good with the triple. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for Houston. He was dominant this quarter, scoring in bunches. We'll be right back. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Houston?
They've made a point to take what's given to them in the mid-range. The jumpers are falling for them so far.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. We've got Jason Tatum, and it's Pritchard in at the 1. Şengün, a screen on Pritchard. And here's Shepherd for 3. And Şengün gets it to go.
You guys can absorb contact as well as Şengün. That's a tough shot.
And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. There's a resemblance in Alperen Şengün's game. Coach Udoka said he's got a little bit of Joker in him. That's the first thing you'll see. Şengün acknowledged the comparison, adding our passing skills and touch under the rim is similar, but Joker is like monster level. I want to get to that level. Back to you.
He is on the rise. Thank you, Allie. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Walsh is checked in for Garza. Here's Shepherd, defended by Pritchard from 10 feet away. And it's off the back of the rim, no good.
Nice reaction defensively, determined to make that a difficult shot.
Pass to Shireman. Outside Tatum. Here's Walsh, defended by Şengün. Back to Pritchard. Lets the 3 fly. And again, Boston with the triple.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Rockets trail by 4. Here's Şengün. Inside. Houston working the ball around. Pass to Green to win the run. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Shireman. Yet to see a basket. Here's Okogie. A quick shot there. It's off target.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
And it's Shireman missing. Houston has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Shepherd. 15 in his last outing. That one's off. He's 1 for 6. And Boston pushing it up now. Jacks up a 3, and the three-pointer goes. Shireman's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
I just love the ball movement.
Pass to Okogie from downtown. Boston pulls it in. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Atlanta.
No doubt. That game tells you what kind of team they are. They weren't at their best that night and still got the win.
Just looking at the box score, you wouldn't think that they did enough to pull it out, but all the intangibles is where they won this ball game.
Now here's Pritchard. He picked up 36 points in their last win against Atlanta. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thank you very much for the report, Shams. And it's a completely new group for the Rockets. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Eason finds Thompson. To the inside. Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Wow. Smith going for a slam. He wants everyone to know that he's arrived.
Out to the right wing. Hauser outside. Back to Brown. Pass to White. Three-pointer off the mark. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Rockets. When this game is done, they'll be off to New Orleans as they take on the Pelicans. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. And we have to take another look at that block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
.119 left in the first half of this game. From 11 feet away, easy money for KD inside.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Eason with a steal. Thompson outside. The three-pointer off the mark. Celtics lead by 4. Back to White. Right side Pritchard. Shoots over Thompson. And there's Pritchard. That's good. On the assist from White. Pritchard's got 14 points for the game. The Rockets have gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. Here's Durant. Taking the contact. KD willing that one in.
Well, Durant must be making the defense sweat a little bit right now. Whenever he gets into a rhythm, he gets aggressive.
Pritchard from outside. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
Now shooting the three ball at almost 60%. They've been blazing this second quarter.
Brown with the steal. Keita pass to White. Here's Keita, defended by Eason. Pass to Brown. Shoots over Durant. It's hauled in by Houston. Here's Eason. Off the mark there with a 3. And so it's the Boston Celtics closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the...
Taking a look here now at Boston, they've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true.
And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a tough start for the Houston Rockets. And that is going to do it for us.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Inside, Smith and Şengün. Tari Eason is out there with Thompson, and it's Durant in at the 3. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Here's White after the basket by Houston. And here's Brown for three. It's not going to go for him.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
And here are the Rockets now. Following the three by Boston. It's good. Durant's got 22.
If there are any better pull-up shooters than Durant in the NBA, it's a very short list. All a defender can do really is just hope he misses.
And again, Boston with the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Outside Eason. And he's going for the lob. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Oh, Amen Thompson. Incredible verticality.
Tatum passes to Brown. Back to Tatum. To the middle. Up again.
High value assist there. Finding him inside for the finish.
Rockets trail by 7. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, B.A. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Back to you.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. Here's Tatum. Too easy for Tatum, even with the contact.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Back to Durant. Pass to Smith. Houston working the ball around. Thompson with it. Picked up by Tatum. Smith. Blocked! On the wing, Hauser. Now here's White. On the wing, Tatum. JT for three.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Outside Durant. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And Houston making a change here. Shepard's checked in. The Celtics also with a sub. Garza's checked in. And probably one of the least favorite opponents to take on around the league, the Houston Rockets.
Yeah, they're so well coached. They're physical. They're aggressive defensively. They're monsters on that glass. They'll take something out of you.
Pure from three-point range. Hauser's got 11 points in the quarter.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Smith outside. On the wing, Thompson puts up a three, hits a three-pointer. Thompson's got 7 points in the game.
A confident shot from Amen. I mean, when he trusts his J, Thompson is that much more difficult to check. Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Boston.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
Yeah, and their team-first approach is another thing you have to like. And they've had great ball movement and are getting a lot of points off assists.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston. Boston also changing it up. Walsh comes in for Jason Tatum. Shireman comes in for Hauser. And Durant gets it to go.
Just maybe the best scoring forward of all time, and by maybe I mean he is. Yet again, it's Durant with a big night.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's Durant, following the three by Boston. How prolific a scorer is KD? He and LeBron are the only players ever to score 40 against every team.
That is both incredible and not surprising when you think about it. The ease in which KD puts up huge scoring numbers is nothing like anything we've seen.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Green's checked in for Smith, and Okogie is subbed in for Thompson. Pass to Shireman from outside the arc. And again, Boston with the triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Outside Durant. Kevin Durant, unfazed by the D.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Pass to Pritchard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Pritchard's got 19 points.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And that one's good. Green.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
27 seconds left in the third. Down low. Pritchard gets it to go. He's got 21.
That guy is perfect from the field, making major contributions to this lead.
Pass to Shepherd. Here's Okogie. Takes a three. And Pritchard pulls it down. Here's Gonzalez. Can't hit from the elbow.
Oh, that's a shot he's got to hit. Brick.
And so it's the Boston Celtics earning this break in the action, up 10. They've been lights out. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. They've got Peyton Pritchard, and it's Walsh in at center. Boston leading by 10. It's stolen by Green. Pass to Shepherd. Back to Green. Fires the three. Gonzalez pulls it in. Here's Walsh. Here's Gonzalez. Here's Tatum. It's rebounded by Şengün.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Sends it home from three-point land. Okogie's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Gonzalez. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Here's Okogie. And here's Shepherd for 3. Knocks down the long J.
Well, this is Shepherd's shot. The defense can't afford to give him this much separation.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Houston. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Durant, the pass to Okogie. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one.
To me, the passing of Durant, that's what separates him from other superstars. KD's willing to move the ball.
Outside Tatum from behind the arc. Durant pulls it in. Durant's got 4 rebounds now. Ooh, the defense just making it easy for Durant.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
Outside Tatum. He gets it to go again. 9 for 13 so far.
We see this from Tatum often, and it never gets old. Just scoring at will.
Pass to Shepherd. Houston working the ball around. Okogie can't tie it up. That one misses.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
And he comes up with a bucket.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Rockets trail by 5. Durant for 3. Yes, sir! The smooth stroke of Kevin Durant.
And defensively, what can you really do against KD right there?
Pass to Pritchard. The 3-ball. Oh, it doesn't go.
The way he started this game, you wondered if he'd ever cool down, and the answer is yes.
Outside Durant to take the lead, and he nails it.
The defense had him confused early on, but he's responded in the second half with some assertive play.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Houston making some changes. Smith, he's checked in for Green. Eason comes in for Okogie. And it's Amin Thompson in for Shepherd. Boston also changing it up. Cadis checked in for Bassey. Hauser comes in for Shireman. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. Brown outside. And he gets the jumper to fall.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Durant, yes, sir, with the 3.
Big-time players make big-time shots. Durant, he lives for these opportunities.
Brown fires, and Brown knocking down the triple.
The emergence of Brown as a #1 scoring option has been so much fun to watch. He has earned a lot of trust from his coaching staff.
This is huge for Smith's overall growth. Now, he wants to be a knockdown scorer in big-time spots.
Rebounded by Smith.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
It's good from beyond the arc.
Along with Hall of Fame talent, KD is just clutch.
Here's Tatum. A minute 29 left to play in the 4th quarter of this one.
It is the sheer confidence of Tatum, ready to put his team on his back.
Ooh, it doesn't go. Boston trailing. Tatum to the rack. A thunderous two-hander with authority.
And if anybody didn't know, Jason Tatum has that killer instinct just coming out in a big way.
Durant. It's money from deep.
He is one of the most elite scorers we have seen. You want KD with the ball.
Celtics trail by 3. Tatum feeling it out a bit, and the foul on Jabari Smith. That'll be a second foul of the game. White against Thompson.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Now Smith. Eason outside. Here's Şengün. Eason outside. The 3-ball is down.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. From deep. Nope.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Stellar work at the charity stripe, trying to build out this lead.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Tatum And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. It goes on Kevin Durant.
It's crazy. He's growing taller. He's adding more muscle. Tatum just becomes harder to defend in there.
And he's able to hit the second one. And that brings him within 5. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game. And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
White looking it over. The three is off. And an intentional foul right there. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. And he commits the intentional foul.
And I'll tell you what, this game is in the books. Not quite sure why they're delaying the inevitable by fouling.
Good on the first, and that'll put him up by 9. Easton hits them both.
Calm and cool, and his free throws put a bow on this one. Nice way to finish the game up.
And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clear. In the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you.